Hi friends, it is currently Friday and I just got back from work. I actually got to go home early today because I was on training all day and we finished the training early, so I got to go home early, so I have a bit of spare time in my afternoon today. So I thought I would get this video started and take you along with me to prep for my next market. As you might have seen in my last video, I will link it up here for you. I had a market last weekend and I almost sold out of all of my stuff. I sold 150 items at that market, and now I currently, you can see everything I have left is back here. This is not a lot and it's mostly like big items, so like 25 euros and more. So I really need to prep a lot of items because my next market is on May 5th, so a couple of weeks from now, and I also do have a full-time job, so I really need to take all the time I can get to prep for my next event. And also I really need to prep a lot of small items, so I will go ahead and show you everything I managed to make during the week. It is not a lot and most of the stuff isn't finished because I ran out of all of my safety eye backing, so I will show you what I mean by that, because I will show you how I attach my safety eyes. I kind of do it in a very unique way that I figured out for myself, that I feel the safety eyes stay on safer than with the normal backing only. So I ran out of all of my safety eye backings that I use, and I couldn't finish any of my plushies that I have started this week, but I will go ahead and show you everything I managed to make during the week, and then I will take you along to prep for my next market. So I have my whip basket right here, and as you can see, there are a lot of small projects in here, and as I said, none of them have eyes yet. So let's go through everything that is in this whip basket that I made during the week. So we have a chicken body. This is actually a couple videos back I frogged a chicken body that I had laying around, and I just reused the yarn for this one, and this time it's way tighter because I used a smaller hook than last time. So pretty happy with how it's looking right now. Need to put eyes and stuff it and put the beak and the little fuzzy on top. So one chicken body, and I have another one like on my hook right now. It's not very far done, but I have a second one on my hook. So then I have a cat body. You can't really tell what it is right now, but this is what it's looking like. You kind of like, you sew it together up here and then it kind of turns out more catty. So a cat body. Then we have, with the yarn attached still, we have a cap for a poppable mushroom. We have 4 bodies for some chubby chicks, all finished. I just need to put eyes on them and stuff them. And then I have more of these in another basket I will get out in just a second. I have currently 6 little beige turtle fins in this basket. And then yesterday we had a family dinner at my mom's house and I took my yarn and I crocheted all night. So I have another basket somewhere back there where I put all the stuff in I made last night during, like, we were chatting after dinner and stuff, and I kept crocheting and making more turtle parts, so I will get that out in just a second. But the rest of everything that is in here are just all octo bodies. I will count them and tell you how many are in there. So we have 2 purple, a dark blue, we have 2 pink, 2 light green, a dark green, 3 light blue, and then 4 turquoise. So in total, I currently have 15 octo bodies that still need their eyes and then to be stuffed and closed up, but I have gotten pretty far. I sold all out of my octos last market, so I'm pretty happy that I already have quite a few started again. And now I also have a lot of turtle parts in this bag, and I will show all of them to you. So I have 5 turtle heads. They don't really look like turtle heads right now because they don't have eyes or are stuffed. So 5 turtle heads. And then just a ton of turtle fins. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So 16 turtle fins and then 5 heads. And then I had 6 more fins in my basket. So I currently have 22 turtle fins, which is great. It's 5.5 turtles and then 5 heads. So I need to make 2 more fins and then a head and then make all of the shells. This color of turtle sold really well at my market. I combined this with a very natural like forest greens. It kind of turns out like a very natural looking turtle, so these sold really well, especially to like people who are like obsessed with turtles or who have a turtle as a pet themselves. So I only had 2 in this colorway at my last market, but I was planning on making a lot more of these since they did sell pretty quickly. I got asked a lot about if I had any more natural looking turtles, because I do plan on making some more of like blue and purple, green, stuff like that turtles, but they aren't very natural. They're more like toys, and people who have turtles as pets usually want a turtle that looks like their pet. So I was planning on making a lot more of these natural style turtles. So now let me show you what I meant by the special safety eye backings that I use on my plushies, because I am very paranoid about my safety eyes safety. So I wanted to make them super safe. I don't remember where I got this idea from. I don't believe I've ever seen anybody else use this technique, but I will show you now what I use for my safety eye backings. So I have these, I will get it out in just a second. I have these silicone washers. I hope you can see it pretty well. I will get one of these out in just a sec. I get these on Amazon. These are pretty cheap, but what they do is they are bigger than the safety eye backings that come with the safety eyes. So I'm sometimes like, I was nervous about the size of the holes in the crochet when you use a bigger hook like we do with chenille yarn. So I was super nervous about the back of the safety eye coming out through the holes in the crochet. So that's when I figured out I could just use these silicone washers and put them kind of like on the back side of the safety eye. Before I put on the actual backing for the safety eye, I put these, and this just makes it so that the safety eye backing is bigger and it can slide through the hole in the crochet. So I will clean up my desk because you wouldn't be able to see anything if I filmed on that right now. And then I will take you along and show you how I attach my safety eyes. Okay, so I know this angle is super weird, but this was the best I could do to show you in any way, shape or form how I put my safety eyes on. So I will now go through the process and kind of explain what I do in every single step. So we will have our victim for today, this chick. And as you can see, it still needs its eyes, and I have them right here. You have probably seen eyes just like these everywhere. So I use 10mm eyes for these chicks, and I will count out and see where I want to place my eyes. And then I put the eyes in where I want them to be, just to see if it looks correct. So I want to align these with the little feet. So I put them in first, and I will check and see if it's aligned with the feet. So that looks pretty good. And now we want to attach the eyes with their backings. You can see that is what is sticking out when you look on the inside of your plushie. And this is when my silicone washers come in. So we will take out 2 of these washers, and as you can see, these are way bigger than the backings. It's not focusing. These are bigger than the backings, so it will increase the surface size of the safety eye backing, basically. So we will take the eye and place the washer on here, and then we will take the backing of the safety eye that it comes with. So this is what it's looking like right now. And then I built myself this safety eye jig. I know there's a lot of these out there. I just used some plywood and drilled a hole through that. So This makes it way easier to attach the safety eyes. I just put my thumb on the outside of the eye, and then I put the hole over the backing of the safety eye, and then I just press down and see that it slides over nicely. And now what I will do is I will also burn the backing of the safety eye so that it's bigger than the hole that is in the safety eye backing, so it won't be able to come out. As you are able to see, the silicone washer is bigger than the backing of the safety eye, so that kind of increases the surface and it makes it less likely to be able to ever come out again. And I will also burn the backing and press it down while it's hot so that it forms differently. So we will do that now. I know the fumes of this are really bad, but for some reason I actually kind of like it. I know it's bad, but whatever. I use this old safety eye box to press the backing down, and this is what it's looking like right now. And this is basically what is inside all of my plushies. So we have the safety eye, the silicone washer, the actual backing, and then the melted down tip of the safety eye. And I will do that again for the other eye as well, and I might put a time lapse for that. So now we're all done, and this is what it's looking like on the inside of my plushie. And when we flip it out, again, right side out, it is looking just like a regular safety eye. So I will now do that for all of my plushies I have made this week. I will see you. So I now managed to finish all of the 4 chicks I had prepared. Actually, the weather outside is so nice and it's so warm and sunny that I might actually take my crochet outside and work on some small items like some whales or stuff outside on my balcony, and just worry about adding all the eyes for the existing bodies when the weather isn't as nice and I have to work inside again, because honestly it would be a waste to not go outside right now. 22nd to go out with a friend tonight. But while I was outside, I actually managed to finish 6 baby whales. So 2 dark blue, 2 teal, and then 2 in this pink color. And I'm pretty happy with that since it only took me like a little over an hour to finish all 6 of these while I was outside. So that is not like perfect conditions for crocheting. So that is pretty nice. I'm feeling happy about that. And I will take my crochet since I do have to take the train to go to the restaurant. So I will take that on the go and crochet some more. But that's probably the last time you see me today, and I will check back in with you tomorrow. Hey friends, it is Sunday right now and I haven't spoken to you in a second. So I thought I would check back in with you and show you everything I managed to make during this week. It has been exactly 1 week since my last market where I almost sold out. So now I thought I would show you all the inventory I got back in this week. So first of all, I know I showed you in a part a bit back that I had started to make a lot of like turtle parts, and I managed to finish 3 of them so far. So these are all like very natural looking turtles. Ignore the position of the fins right now, it's still a little bit chaotic. And I have the other parts for the other turtles over on my table. I already stuffed the heads and put eyes into them, and then I have all the parts finished, so also like the fins with a lot of fuzz on. But I have all the parts for the other 2 turtles, but I just haven't had the time to sew them all together. So 3 turtles done this week. And then I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I got a custom order from my last market, so I already finished that one. It was for an otter. So I used a free YouTube tutorial to make this little otter, and I sold it for 12 euros. So I will pack this up later on today and take it to the post office tomorrow. So it will be sent out tomorrow. So this little otter I got finished today. And then I just started on finishing up all the octos. I showed you these before and I just managed to make the first one. I also have a lot of paint on my hand. We will ignore that. I had to paint a wall today, but yeah, I stuffed and finished the first octo right now, and I will work on these after I'm done with this clip. So I have a lot of octos to finish. And then I will get the rest of the stuff up on my table and show you. Okay, so I know I showed you some of the stuff before, but I have quite a lot done. I know I showed you these before. I managed to make 4 little chicks. These. Then I also have, from the same pattern, I have 2 penguins that I managed to make this week. Then I also have 1 little cat already done again, and I really need to focus on these way more. What is kind of annoying is that I can't really do these on the go because you need a lot of different stuff like this cotton yarn and eyes and stuff. You can't really make some parts and finish it later. You kind of need to sit down and have all the stuff with you. So that's why there's only 1 of these right now, because a lot of these items I finished this week I made on the go, like at work, during my lunch break, or at my family dinner. I made all these turtle parts and all like that stuff. I made some of the penguins in the car when we were driving somewhere. So that's why I've never managed to make many cats because there's a lot of paint. I never really managed to make a lot of cats for my markets because I kind of really need to sit down and work on these. So I don't really work a lot while sitting at my desk. So yeah, really need to focus on cats while I am at home to do stuff. And then I also, something I haven't showed you, I made some more of my mini bees, and I've seen somebody request I make a tutorial about these because this is my own pattern. I kind of like freehand these bees, but leave me a comment right now if you are also interested in a tutorial on these, and I will film one and get it out for y'all if you are interested. And I made a different bee pattern as well. I have this little rainbow bee, So I would be doing a tutorial on both of these, the regular bee and then this mod for the bee. So leave me a comment if you are interested in that. But I made 4 small bees in total this week, 2 regular black and yellow, and then 2 rainbow bees, because my big market is in June and that is Pride Month. So I thought these would be great items to offer at this market. So, and then I know I showed some of these to you before. I believe all of these I showed you when I was crocheting outside, and then I just managed to finish 1 more. So I have 7 little whales right now. The rest of the stuff in here is from my market. So these are all the little items that didn't get sold at the market. So I have 2 whales that I definitely made at the market in here. I have a mushroom pop that I made at the market in here, and then 2 little aliens / minions I brought to my market. So that is crazy. That is all the small items that were left after the market. And then the last item, and it's not quite finished yet, that I started this week, I'm trying to untangle it, is this Bronto body. Oh, sorry, it's stabbed. This Bronto body, and I need to stuff it right now and finish just the head and the tail. But this is everything I managed to make yet again while I was on the go. I crocheted that on the train when I was going to visit my friend. I took my yarn, and this is everything I made on the way there and back. So that's why I always take yarn to work somewhere, because I wouldn't have finished like most of this plushie if I hadn't taken my yarn on the train. I need to finish that, and right now I will be working on the baby octos and stuff all of these, put eyes in all of these. I might take you along for that, or I will check back in later today to show you the finished product. Hey friends, it is now Monday. I just got back home from work, and I never showed you the finished octos yesterday. So here are all the octos I crocheted last week, and I finished them all yesterday. I put the eyes into them. I use 8mm eyes for these, and I also stuffed them and closed them up. So I have now 15 octos in my inventory. And then yesterday evening we were also like spending some more time outside because it was really nice weather out, and I took my yarn outside while we were sitting outside on the balcony and just chatting and talking, and I made some more penguins. So I didn't take my stuffing and my eyes outside, I just took the yarn. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and yeah, that's all. I have a half finished penguin. So I'd made 4.5 finished penguins. Nope, there's no more in there. So I need to stuff and close these as well. Yet more whips to finish, as if I hadn't enough before already. So there's more. And then I also stuffed the Brontosaurus body yesterday, but I didn't work on it anymore, so that's still laying around here. And then I thought I would show you everything I get done while I'm away for work. So what I get done on my way to work, and then on my lunch break, and then on my way back from work to my home. So today was kind of interesting. I always take my yarn everywhere, you probably noticed by now. And today I took some beige yarn, like this tan color yarn, and then I also took some blue yarn, and then I go to work by bus. So I take my yarn out on the bus and I start crocheting. And this morning I managed to finish 2 fins for some more turtles, just in this tan color. This is a different color than the other ones I've made so far, so this is the difference between the 2 colors. So I managed to make 2 fins this morning on my way to work. And then usually I would go outside during my lunch break and sit in a park and crochet for like around 20 minutes, because I do have to go there and go back to my workplace. So, but today it was raining really hard during my lunch break, so I didn't crochet at all during my lunch break. But on the way back I had to wait for the bus, so I did have a bit more time to crochet on my way back. So I managed to finish 2 more fins, so that makes a total of 4 fins, or a whole turtle. And then also I didn't have enough tan yarn left, so I got started on the head for the turtle, but as you can see, I lost the yarn chicken, and I do have some more of this yarn, so I just need to reattach it and finish this head. Also, I wanted to make a shell, so this one is almost finished. I only had like 4 stitches left on the shell until I had to fasten off this light blue yarn, but I had to get off the bus, so I didn't finish that. But yeah, this is the combination of this turtle. I really like this. I had this color combo before, but it got sold at my last market, so I wanted to restock that. And I also want to make a lot of turtle bodies in this color, because I feel like you can combine this with almost any color. Like you could do almost any color of the shell of the turtle with this. So I really want to make quite a lot of these. As I told you before, I do have an inventory tracker where I kind of set myself some goals for different items for my next market. And my next market that is coming up is on May 5th. And I don't really know, I don't think that's a huge market. It's only one day, and I've never done a one-day market before. I've only ever done 2-day markets. So I don't think I need too much inventory for that. But then the next market after that is in June. For now, I might sign up for some more if I do have enough inventory before that. But the big market I was talking about in my last video will be in June. So June like 7th, 8th. It's another 2-day event. It's that Saturday and Sunday in the beginning of June. So that one will be huge. Like it has the biggest ever booth fee I've ever paid for any market. So, and it's also like it's close to a beer garden. In June, the weather should be pretty nice, so the beer garden will be full, and it's like right before the entrance of the beer garden, and that's a huge beer garden. So I'm hoping that there will be quite a lot of people and quite a lot of foot traffic, and it's also like there's no admission fee to the market for the visitors, which is also great. So I really need a lot of inventory for that. And now I'm coming back to my point. I want to make at least 20 turtles for that market, so that's why I'm planning on making quite a lot of these fins and just combining them with not just the fins, quite a lot of turtle bodies in this color, and just combining it with whatever colors I can think of for the shells. So yeah, I should probably make quite a lot more of these soon. But now I really need to start editing this video that you are watching right now, because I need to post this on Friday and I haven't started yet, and I also don't have a lot of time during the week in the evening, so I really need to edit all the footage I have got so far. So I will probably talk to you again tomorrow or something like that. Good morning, friends. I might look a bit crazy because I just woke up, but it is Wednesday morning and I'm about to leave for work. But I wanted to check in with you because I really want to get my package out today. This is for my custom order. I just have these small packages. My mom brought me these. They used it at her work for, I believe, like this was for pens and stuff like that. So she brought me some of the packages they had at work, so I didn't have to buy all my packing supplies right at the beginning when I just have a few custom orders here and there. So I am about to pack up my order into this. And then I also wanted to show you what I made at work yesterday. So when I took my yarn to work, I made 4 fins yet again, more turtle parts. So 4 of these beige fins. I'm trying to get all of these in one shot. So 4 beige fins, and then also a turtle head. It's not stuffed, that's why it's looking a bit weird. And I don't know where it is right now, here. I finished the other head for the other turtle that I had just started, but I didn't have enough yarn at the first time on Monday, so I took the yarn again, a new skein of that same color, and finished that head and made all the parts for another turtle. So then when I got home yesterday, I Actually, I had a bit of time to work on some crochet. Right now I don't have a lot of time when I get home because I have a lot of other projects going on. So I actually had a bit of time to crochet yesterday after I got home from work. So I finished one more of these turtles and I had all the parts made as you saw before, and I just combined all of them, stuffed it and closed it up. And I also got started on the other one. It's looking a little wild right now. There's not all of the parts attached, so this is how far I got on this one. So that will be finished sometime this week. And then I was working like assembly style. I had the body of one of the cats already made. This one is almost finished, and I put in eyes. I made another body of the same color cat, and I put in eyes and made the snout for these two, and then I just kept working on this one. And then I also started on another body for another cat. So I currently have 3 cats in different stages of being finished, and none of them is. So this will be a project that will hopefully also be completed this week. There's so many whips laying around. I might show you my desk at some point because it's looking a little rough, but I want to be real with you what it's looking like if you are a crochet small business owner that also has a full-time job. And it's a lot. Like, I started this business when I was unemployed, when I was switching my jobs, so I had a lot more time for all of that, and now it's very much all the time. But I'm still having fun. Like, I'm not complaining or anything. It just, my living room is looking like a craft room right now, and I don't really have the time to change it, so that's kind of crazy. But anyway, I really need to get going, go to work. But I need to take this package and ship it out today, so we will pack this order quickly. And yeah, okay, so I just got out all of the supplies I will need right now. And what I've been doing, I've been putting stickers into my custom orders, and I have these old stickers back from when I was bullet journaling, and it's just a lot of different colored and different style flowers. So I just pick out some that I like and I feel like go together. And then I have my order right here and the package. I need to get off this sticker that was like from something else that was in there previously. So I need to get that off. Oh, that's perfect. Well, now I will just open the box and take out some stickers and yeah, just show you what I do. Okay, so as you just saw, I picked out these 2 stickers, this pink flower and then this blue flower. And then something else I also like to do is I put 2 business cards into each of my packages. So one if they want to keep it themselves to know where they got it from, and then also one to give away if they have a friend that really likes my product. So I will put these 2 in the box as well. And then we have Mr. Otter. He will go into that box as well. So now we have Mr. Otter in his box, and I will close that up. And I just take some regular tape and kind of tape over all of the open edges so that water will have a harder time to get into this box. So I will close it up, and then I also need to print the label. So I usually like print it out in the same size as this top of the box so that it just fits on there nicely and I don't have to cut it. So I will do that in a second and show you the finished package. So I finished up my package and I will take that to the post office during my lunch break today. So this will be the end of this week's video, this week's crochet market prep and week of crochet vlog. So if you liked the video, please do so right now and comment your favorite make of this week. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and we will see each other again next week in a new video or in one of my other videos up on my channel. So thank you so much for watching and goodbye.